Hey guys, I have here a Columbia River knife and tool, CRKT BADGER. Now the Badger is a knife that's not very popular for some reason. Actually, I don't even know if there's a review on YouTube on it yet. But it was a knife that kind of drew me to it, just because it just looks pretty cool. And when I started using it, when I tested it out, it was pretty much awesome. So I had to go ahead and buy it. This is a spring assisted knife, but it's almost as if it were an automatic knife. It opens up super quick, and it's an extremely functional knife for EDC, utility, or anything else in that category. Now, the texturing on the handle is super good. It's actually G10. The texturing is very aggressive. It reminds me a lot of the Cold Steel Recon. As you can see, it even looks very similar to it. Now granted, on the Cold Steel, the texturing is much more aggressive than on the CRKT, but nevertheless, the handle is extremely grippy on this knife too. The blade on this knife is something interesting. It's something that CRKT calls a notch drop point, and it has a hollow grind on the bottom here that it goes a little over half of the blade. Has that black coating to protect the finish, and on the back, well, it kind of has a lot of writing. It has Badger, the patent number, says it's a Galliger design. I don't know. Barry Galliger is more of a custom knife maker, so he kind of helped in the designing of this knife to give it a nice look, but still, CRKT managed to offer it at a pretty affordable price. I believe this knife was about maybe, I don't know, maybe $50 or so. So it was a pretty inexpensive knife. I will show you real quick the assisted opening. It's something that CRKT calls it the outburst. Basically, what you do is you push in, and you kind of just push out the blade a little bit. So let me show you. Push in the thumb stud, and that's it. It's super quick, and just the noise that it makes when it opens, it just sounds awesome. I mean, it sounds like it really opens and locks really tightly. Now, let me show you again. See, that time actually almost flew out of my hand. It opens with a lot of power. Now, one hit on the knife is that the thumb stud right here, it's only on one side, so that kind of sucks for lefties because it's obviously not on this side. Now I have tried it with my left hand. The only other thing you could do if you're a lefty is opening with your index finger, which is very possible to do. So I mean, you could get used to doing that. I'm sure it won't be too hard for you, but it isn't, I guess, the most convenient thing in the world. The knife, I would say, it isn't the lightest thing in the world. It's pretty hefty for its small size. It's 2.7 ounces, even though it feels more like 3 ounces or around there. I don't have a scale, but I guess just by some of the experience I have with all my other knives, it feels more like a 3 or a 3.5 ounce knife. I'll have to get a scale and measure it later on. Inside, it's the liners are not skeletonized or anything like that. They're just fully lined metal liners. The clip is matte black, and it rides really high in your pocket, as you can see there. And the clip, it is where it is, and you're not going to be able to move it. So it's only one position clip. The colors on it are pretty nice though. It's black and green. And the handles, which I said are G10, are removable. with the small torque screw, so you can you can do that to clean this knife. The steel on the blade, if I haven't mentioned it, is something that CRKT calls 5CR15 MOV. It's a stainless steel. It's not a steel I'm very familiar with, but I have used this knife for in the EDC roll, and I see no rust on it so far, so it's holding up okay. The overall length of the knife is 6 3/4 inches. And that's it. I'll give you guys a few more close-ups of the knife now. Pretty nice little knife. Very fast. And should be very effective for whatever you need it to be. Hope you enjoyed this kind of mini review that I just did. Check out some of my other videos, leave a comment, and I'll if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll try to answer you as soon as I can. Thanks.